Alright, so today you're going to be watching multiplication video 5, and in it we are going to be working on using arrays to solve multiplication problems. So when we're thinking about arrays, the first thing we need to know is, what is an array? So an array is just when objects are placed in columns and rows that are equal, and we'll talk about what some of those terms mean, the columns and rows, as we move further along. Alright, so here we have a picture of an array, and pretty much what we're going to be looking at is we're going to start with rows, and the rows are everything that go across. So this right here is a row, this right here is a row, this right here is a row, and a row up here. Okay, so rows go across. And so rows go across, but the other word that we used was the word columns, and columns are going up and down. So on this one, we have a column over here going all the way up, a column here, and finally a column right here. So our columns are going up and down. Alright, so the final stage would be to use this array and to write it as a multiplication problem. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at the number of rows that I have, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have 5 rows, so I'm going to put the number 5 right up here, times the number of columns that we have. And we have 1 column right here, 2 columns right here, 3, and 4 columns. So we would say 5 times 4, and that would give us our product of how many triangles we have altogether, which would be 20. Alright, so on this one we're going to practice drawing the array using the multiplication sentence that we have up top, which is 3 times 6. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the first number, which is a 3, and we're going to make 3 rows going across. So here is my first row that I'm going to have going across, here is my second row that I'm going to have going across, and here's my third row that I'm going to have going across. Okay. Next step would be our columns, which is going up and down. So we already have 1 column. We made that when we did our rows. So we have 1 column right here. So now we just have to make 6 going across. So here is my second column of 3, my third column of 3, my fourth column of 3, my fifth column of 3, and my sixth column of 3. Okay, so now we have, I'll try to show this to you, we have this 3 right here, which means our rows. So we have 1 row, 2 rows, and 3 rows going across. And then our 6 means the number of columns. So we have 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, 5 columns, and 6 columns. Our final thing that we have to do is just count the number of circles that we made here, and that'll give us our product. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. 3 times 6 would give us 18. Alright, so this is what you're going to be doing for multiplication quiz 5. We're working with arrays. Count carefully, think about how many rows you have and that going across, and then how many columns you have going up and down before you type in the product as well. Alright, good luck on multiplication quiz 5.